What's up guys, it's Gunzilla here, and today I have come up with the Advanced Warfare Wishlist, something that I've kind of thought about and brainstormed about to really think about what I would love to see in Advanced Warfare Multiplayer. Now there's a lot of, quite a few things that are more plausible than others, and I'm not saying any of this is confirmed. This is basically my opinion. You guys might agree or disagree, that's perfectly fine. So yeah, let's get right into it. These are listed in no particular order, so keep that in mind as well. So one of the first things I would love to see is customization. I feel like that's something that's been progressively getting increased, and I feel like it still needs to be increased. There's a whole lot of innovation in that customization category. I would love to see creating your own camo. Like maybe have preset designs and colors that you can mix and match to create a variety. Something like that, because if you look at the Black Ops series emblem, editor, it was very simple. You could be very simple or very complex. It's up to you, your discretion. So if you take that and play the same system to the camo, you would have all sorts of camos. It would really give you some personalization on your weapon, and no weapon camo, if you created it, would probably be the same, especially if you spent time on it. You would have a really unique camo, and they would know by when they pick up your weapon, they would know exactly who it is. So something like that can go a long way. Now, obviously, you gotta have the return of the Pick 10 system. I mean, that's something that's been implemented in Black Ops 2, and it's continued to be implemented in Ghost, and I feel like from further on, it's gotta be in here in Call of Duty, because if you don't have the Pick 10 system, where it allows you to just really create your class how you want and play how you want, not how the game wants you to play, I feel like you'd be going in the wrong direction if they didn't have it implemented. And that's for any developer, not just Sledgehammer. So that's something that I think is going to be a mainstay from now on. So the second thing I have on my list is League Play. I would love to see it return. It was such a fun game mode in Black Ops 2, and it wasn't just for esports, people in the esports initiative. It was actually for people who love to challenge themselves, and I love competition as well. It's one of the best things that Call of Duty has to offer sometimes, especially in them clan versus clan matches. You really go in there and you just face good people of almost equal skill. I mean, it just makes for a much better match and much more entertaining, experience. So if you bring that back, and especially the rank system as well, where if you did get to master rank or whatever rank, you weren't guaranteed it. If you consecutively did bad, your rank would show it. So, all that together, I really think would just be a fun experience that they need to bring back into Call of Duty. So then we get to the community playlist. I definitely think they should make a return as well, because they were implemented in previous Call of Duties before. They just didn't have good upkeep. They didn't update them enough to really make the presence known. So let's say you have a game mode that's voted by the community, and every month they change them out. And if you have them changing out every month, it gives you something to look forward to. So I definitely think it helps the longevity aspect of Call of Duty, especially times like now and Ghost, where people's eyes are on, Advanced Warfare rather than the current one. So definitely times like that can help just the longevity game, and it just makes it more entertaining. And it helps more of a wide range of audience, not just DLC maps only for people who get the DLC. This will be all across the board, everybody. It's pretty much, it's free. It's free game modes, and it's just free experiences. I definitely think Call of Duty needs to have something like that, catering to people who don't necessarily buy all the DLC for it. Now, onto prestiging. Prestiging has been in Call of Duty for years, and it's one of the backbones of Call of Duty, and every Call of Duty will have prestiging. That's a given. Now, prestiging has changed, though, over the years. It's changing the way we think of it, and I definitely think prestiging, it has been devalued. They've changed it so much to where it's not worth really prestiging. There's no awe. There's no prestigious thing about it. It's just more if you put the time into it to get a max prestige. It's not like, oh, you got max prestige. You really worked hard. You poured blood, sweat, and tears into it. I definitely think it should go back to where you lose everything and you don't get to keep stuff. You really had to work towards it. Now, there's really two main ways of looking at it from there on out. You can say, you shouldn't be forced to prestige, you just want to enjoy the game. But some people say, look, if I'm prestiging, I should get rewarded, I should get the benefits, and I should have an advantage over the other players. So let's say you say the latter. There's three options that I've came about, really, the reward system for it. So option number one could be something like permanent percentage boost or something like that permanently gives you like maybe a 10% speed increase or 10% jump in height. Something like that would be nice because you're giving you a little slight advantage, but not enough to be noticeable in game. So the second option could be something like exclusive camos or weapons are unlocked at certain prestiges. So let's say prestige 5, you get a weapon, and at max prestige you get another camo, something like the Warcry camo unlocked. I definitely think that would encourage people to prestige, but at the same time it really wouldn't force them to prestige, because you're not really missing out on the camo side of things. Weapons, yeah, you would be missing out, but even if you just do camos, I definitely think that would be really, really good, because something like the Warcry camo, people who don't do the clan versus clan kind of stuff, they're not really missing out. All they're doing is just missing an aesthetic to their gun. So definitely, I think that would do the trick of encouraging people to prestige if they wanted to. Now, the third and final option is like during intermission between games when you're voting for maps, maybe your vote could count more since you're a higher rank. Right now, as you all know, you have one vote per person. Well, let's say the higher you are, maybe let's say when you get to max prestige, your vote might be worth 2 votes or something like that. So that would definitely also help in the pre-game lobby. It wouldn't have a big effect in game because you're not really doing anything in the game, but during intermission it would help things to go your way and as far as map decisions. So I definitely think that would be really good as well. It just kind of help you get to control a little bit more of Call of Duty and the way it flows. So let me know what you guys think about these rewarding systems for prestiging. So the second to last thing I have is being able to edit your class in-game. This is something that I would love to see, and I've been hoping to see in Call of Duty games for a while now, because it'd be so helpful to have that, being able to actually go in your class, change weapons around, all the stuff that you can do in the lobby, do it in the game, because there's so many diverse playing styles. If you need to counter something really quickly and you don't have it in your class setup, you're either forced with 2 options: either leave or just stay there and forced to do badly because you don't have the right stuff on and equipped. So it would help, cut down the rate of people leaving the game and all that stuff. So all that considered, I definitely think it would be a big implementation if they would do that to Call of Duty. Now, the very last thing I have on my wish list is better kill streaks. I feel like kill streaks over the past couple years have been nerfed to the point where they're not really a kill streak anymore. They're just more of a, hey, you're on a certain amount of kills, here, we'll throw you this. And it's not like, oh, you got this, and let's just rain down hell on the enemy team. It's not like that anymore. It's not like a game changer like they used to be. Now these point streaks can really just be, just call it in, and they really do very little work. So you want to make, I would love to see kill streaks that are a variety. I want to have lots to choose from. But at the same time, I want them to really be able to help my team, especially in objective type game modes. So there you go. This about wraps it up for my wish list for Advanced Warfare and future Call of Duties. Now, they might change as we get closer to the release of the game, but I definitely think that these are some of the main things that I want to see out of Call of Duty. So let me know what you guys think. What do you agree on? What do you disagree on? I really want to know, and I'll see you guys in future Call of Duty videos.